Hello. Um, so I've escaped lockdown for the day. Um, we're out on Western Shore. We're at nearly end of Western Shore. As you can probably see down there in the distance, the Itchen River. We found a nice little picnic bench to sit at. But yeah, lockdown is supposed to be last I was told it's supposed to be ending for me on August 31st.
I don't know.
But recently there's been talk of a second wave of COVID, and they're starting to extend lockdown for certain parts of the country, and there's talk about extending it again and reinforcing lockdown. They're talking about some of the freedoms they've given people back now, like, oh, you're allowed to go out now. They're on about stopping that again. So I thought, now's my chance. I'm going to go out for the day, have a picnic, enjoy the sunshine, because we've got a bit of a heat wave at the moment. It's really nice weather, and because I'm allowed out supposedly only for an hour a day for one form of exercise now. I know a picnic is not exercise really, and I've been out for a lot longer than an hour. So I broke the rules a little bit, but it's for a good reason.
Yeah, it took us about 10 minutes to get here.
Yeah, but it's for a good reason. It's mental health reasons. Because I've been having trouble with my mental health lately because I've been stuck indoors for like 5 months now, roughly. I've been out like twice in that time for short periods, a quick trip down to the shore and back. So being stuck indoors all day, every day with nothing to do and having no contact with the outside world, I can't even get together and hang out with my friends. It's kind of affecting my mental health. So one of the rules of lockdown is only go out if it is extremely necessary for your health. And to be honest, mental health, that is an important thing, and being out and about helps with my mental health. So basically I've made up a loophole there a bit, I think, but you know, I'm social distancing. I'm not going near any other humans, and the humans we've come across today are being really good with the social distancing. They've seen that I'm in a wheelchair, so they give me a wide berth and stuff, which is really cool. You know, but lockdown's been difficult. I've got my mask here. I'm not wearing it at the moment because I was eating earlier and can't like phase shift the food through the mask.
Phase shift. Nice Borderlands reference.
It kind of looks Borderlands-y, like it looks like something out of a video game, doesn't it? Look. But yeah, and as well, earlier when I put it on before I left the house, I had to take it off again because I couldn't breathe. I literally could not breathe. Thought it was suffocating.
Which is funny because it's ventilated.
Which is strange because usually when I wear it I'm fine, I can breathe fine. But today I think it's probably to do with the heat as well, because during heat like this I struggle to breathe naturally anyway because of my lung issues and because of chronic fatigue issues and things like that. And probably blood pressure, because in hot weather my blood pressure goes up a little bit. and my heart rate and everything goes up. But yeah, I was struggling to breathe, so I had to take it off. And I thought, well, it'll be fine off as long as I don't come in close contact with any other humans. You know, as long as I don't run up to a strange human and hug them or give them a snog, I should be fine.
What?
But yeah, with your masks, when you take them off to eat or stuff like that, when you're out and about, really good tip, Ziploc baggie. Put it in the Ziploc baggie because it will help keep your mask clean and stop it getting contaminated.
Well, possibly.
Possibly, yeah. Probably not 100%, but you know. Because then if someone around you coughs or you put it on a surface, that I don't know who's been sat on this picnic bench before me, they could have coughed all over that.
Now you tell me.
And if I put my mask on there,
you're gonna get it. Well, that's great. My one's down on here. I'm using it to rest my elbow on.
Clever you.
Well, like I said,
you should be fine.
Like I said though, if you gotta get it, you gotta get it.
Just have a shower and wash your hands and stuff when we get in.
Yeah, stick that straight in the washing machine, give it a good blast.
Masks, I appreciate. They're a pain in the backside.
Fashion industry loves it though, at the moment.
Mine usually is quite comfortable, but occasionally when I'm doing a lot of talking, it tends to either ride up and push my glasses up, or it'll go down and my nose will poke out and it'll be on my chin.
You might want to cover your can, there's a wasp about.
Yeah, it'd be fine. But yeah, and masks as well. If you're wearing a mask and you need to take it off for any reason, like to eat or take a swig of drink, don't just pull it down and put it on your chin. Take it off entirely, put it in your Ziploc baggie, because whilst you're wearing the mask, yes, this part of your face is covered and this part of your face may still be clean because it's been covered by the mask, but this, your chin and your neck area, your forehead area, around your eyes and all, that isn't clean because that's been out in the open. So that's contaminated with germs. So the moment you put your mask down here or up here, you've contaminated the inside of your mask then. So then when you put it back on your face, on your nose and your mouth, you're then gonna breathe those germs in. So don't put your mask on your chin or your forehead. If you're going to take it off entirely, safely. And if it's a reusable one like mine, put it in a Ziploc baggie to keep it safe. If it's a disposable one, if you take it off, throw it away, put a new one on. You know, don't use the same disposable mask the whole day. Take it off. When you take it off, throw it away, put a new one on. But yeah, I do appreciate it's really difficult to follow all these lockdown rules and mask rules and hygiene rules now, because you got to constantly wash your hands. I've been constantly washing my hands and I've had issues with my hands drying out and becoming sore and itchy because I have washed them so much. And with me, I'm a little bit OCD as well. I do worry a lot about germs. So like, if I wash my hands once, and sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like I've got my whole hand. I've got to do it again. You know, so, but yeah. Hopefully though, lockdown won't be extended. Hopefully they'll let me out soon. But yeah, so that's what I'm up to today. I've escaped lockdown. I don't know what else to talk about really.
I don't either.
how do you feel about lockdown and your escape from it today, John?
How I feel about lockdown. I'm not one for going out much anyway, because I don't like people in general.
Do you want me to
Nah,
video you? No?
nah, because
Okay.
then it's just going to be a whole lot of faff that we've got to mess around with. I don't really like people that much, so I don't go out often. But like, I've got a lot of video games, and I'm slowly making my way through all of them, and I'm getting to a point now where I'm just bored of playing games. Like, I'll download a bunch of puzzle games because I'm in that mind to play puzzle games, then I'll download a bunch of shooting games because I'm in the mind for shooting, and then like I just don't want to download anything else because I've got 20 shooting games, 3 of which I've beat, and I'm bored with the other 8, you know.
I
Well,
know.
7, I can't even do maths, but
I know what you mean there about video games getting boring. I'm getting bored. Like, we've been playing like Minecraft a lot, and usually I love Minecraft, but lately I'm just like, over this now.
yeah.
And
But-
like, we've been playing Forza a lot, and I'm like, I'm bored of racing around on there now. Black Ops, got a little bit bored of that. Recently though, we've downloaded the new game that's out, Grounded, and I've been enjoying that. It has a few flaws still at the moment because they're still working on, you know, because what they do is they bring the game out and they fix it as people are playing it, because then people can say, right, well, this, I've been playing it, this in the game needs fixing, you know, and you know, they work on it as it's being used, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's a really fun game, and it's one of them games where I'll sit there and I'll think, I'll play with this for a couple of minutes, and then the next day I'm still playing it, you know. The
Yeah.
time just flies by and you don't realise. You get
But-
so hyper-focused and into the game.
Yeah. To finish answering the question you asked me about how
Oh,
I feel
sorry.
about escaping, is that it's nice to actually be out, because I don't get out very much, and the only time I used to get out before was doing the open mics, and that ain't been happening because of lockdown. So now getting out, getting a bit of fresh air is good for you, because sitting indoors, the air gets stale a lot. And she's taking a photo of me filming. That distracted me. But yeah, getting out for a nice picnic, getting some fresh air, makes you really like. Before I didn't go out because it was just like, I can't deal with people. There's always going to be people everywhere, and it's always ugh. And then going out, and then the getting ready, and then the fucking travel, and all the ugh.
Yeah.
But when I'm out, I'm out. You
humanity's
know, I'm
hard
happy
work.
when I'm outside, when I'm doing something. But it's like it's the process from leaving to getting there that I generally don't like. But since lockdown, I'm sort of like, well, if that's a permanence, if that becomes a permanent thing, like for the rest of our natural born lives, because of crazy stuff going on, then I want to say that I took the opportunities to go out when I had them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're probably going to use that against me later. You'll be like, do you want to go out in a couple of days? I'll be like, I'm knackered. But you said take the opportunities.
No, but
But that's just
See,
the way it is.
I'm weird. I like being outdoors. I love being outdoors in nature and stuff like that. But being out around humans, like say if I were to go into local shopping centre into town, but I hate going out there because of all the people, and yeah, it's too peoply.
And just to make it clear, I don't like people not because I'm very antisocial or
You're
anti-populous.
autistic, it comes with the territory.
I haven't been diagnosed with that, so I'm not going to say I am. I do have many autistic traits. But it's just the general fact that when people stop in the middle of the street for no reason, that bugs me. When there's people stood looking at an item on the shelf that's 15 quid and they've only got a fiver and they're trying to figure out how many of them they can buy. And I say, excuse me, can I get by? And they look at me like I've just shat on their grandmother. You know, it's like,
Yeah, lovely.
I know it's a nasty descriptive, but it's just like, I feel that if I'm around people, I have to be more polite to them than they are to me. And I don't think that's fair. I mean, fair enough, be
I
the higher
treat
man,
people
say
how
please
they
and
treat
thank
me.
you.
I treat people how they treat me. If they're rude to me, I'm rude back.
Yeah,
If they
same
don't
here.
like it, their problem, not mine.
But the thing is one person being rude to me can put me in a bad mood for the whole day, and then I inadvertently be rude to other people, and then that cycle continues, and I don't like being part of that.
Yeah.
And not being funny, I mean, I don't mind socialising. I'll talk to strangers on a bus, I'll talk to strangers in the elevator. I'll quite happily socialise with people. But what I don't like is the way that people treat other people. So, like, when I go out, if people get in my way, I'll step round them. But when people get in Suki's way, I get angry. I'm like, look, can't you, you know, I'm going to end up causing a problem, and I don't like doing that. So that answers the question.
When it's strange. When you're using a mobility device like a wheelchair or a walking stick, it seems like people get in your way more. It's like you've become like a target for idiots, really.
Yeah.
Like some of them will deliberately get in your way, and it's like almost like they're trying to test you to see if you really are disabled. And it's like, oh, if you can dodge round me, then obviously you're not disabled. That's how I feel anyway. That's how I feel like, because they can clearly see you there. You try and move out of their path, they move back into the path, and they'll stare at you as they're walking at you, and it's like, well, you've clearly seen me, you're staring at me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's easier for an able-bodied person to dodge and walk around someone than it is for a disabled person to dodge and walk around, because I don't always have control of my legs and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So trying to walk in a straight line is very difficult, and then trying to dodge obstacles sometimes is impossible. So, you know, if any of that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, people can be a-holes. Not all people, some people are actually quite nice.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I don't have a problem with, well, I do have a problem with humans because of the wanton destruction that we all thirst for, the appetite that we have as a species. But in general, most of the populace are generally good. I do believe that there are a lot more good people out there than there are bad ones. But you always hear about the criminal, never the hero. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
but
today's been really sunny. It's quite a still day with a bit of cool breeze. We're having a picnic.
We've got more picnic food.
Yeah, we've got more picnic food in the bag. And the reason I'm trying to wind this video up, it's nearly 20 minutes long.
Yeah. Look, I don't think I've shown anyone yet. It's a bit of a mess at the moment.
Yeah, you got hat hair.
Yeah.
Cut lovingly by yours truly.
Because it started to grow again, and seriously, it got really bushy, and then my neck and the back of my head started to cramp up and have pain. And for a couple of weeks I was in pain a lot with it, and I was getting headaches and everything. So I cut it all off, shaved it all off again. Well, John did for me, because that's what was causing the pain. Soon as we got rid of all the hair, pain went away. Because of the Marfan syndrome, where my tendons and muscles are so weak and my joints are so loose, and because of the scoliosis and, you know, stuff like that, the actual weight of my hair was causing issues, pulling my muscles and causing issues there. So yeah, but I tried to dye it blue as well, but I don't think
it came out a bit green.
Yeah, I don't think the blue worked so well. But blue is one of the hardest colours, blue and green. They're the hardest colours to use dye-wise, because it's really hard to get them to stick to your hair. And my hair's not very good at soaking up certain dyes. Usually purples work well on my hair, and reds and oranges and yellows, them kind of colours. But blue and green, no. But I've never had proper blue hair before though, so...
Yeah. Well, maybe one day.
I had pink hair once. Pink's not really my colour, but I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm going to go with pink. Because I've never had pink hair before, so screw it, why not? And one of my favourite singers had the pink mohawk. So I was like, yeah, go with that. But I quite liked it. I'm not a fan of the colour pink, but I quite like the pink hair. So I might do that again one day, do the pink hair.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's all about self-care. But yeah, I think we will wrap this video up here because I could chat all day. But yeah, that's what we've been up to today. And I want you to go check out the R4G page if you're bored and got nothing to do, because we've got quite a few gaming videos on there now. And there's a video currently on there about the grounded game. And there's a few video clips of the grounded game, and we're hopefully going to be making some more videos of that game as well. So do check out R4G, because there's also other content creators on there, like Monster, who's my brother. He's been putting videos up and creating content on there. So yeah, do check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching. I shall see you all later. Bye bye.